What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. Now this video is going to link in with the previous video that I did. If you haven't seen it, click the annotation that's on your screen right now. Last video was about WWE 2K17 and what superstars I personally want to see in the game. And now in this video I'll be going over what I want to return to WWE 2K17. By return, I mean game modes from previous games, superstars from previous games, etc, etc, such as SmackDown vs Raws and other WWE 2K such as 15 and 14. I think 13 was just WWE 13. So without further ado, let's get started. The first thing that I'd love to come back to WWE 2K17 would be GM mode, and I think that's what people also want. I might be wrong, I can't speak for everyone, but personally I want GM mode back in WWE 2K17. As you all know, SmackDown will be going live July 19th. This means a brand split will happen. They've already announced a draft. I can't be the only one who loved the draft growing up. Seeing videos of like superstars, big superstars back then getting drafted across to like SmackDown or Raw, and not knowing who it was going to be as well, that's what led to the excitement for it for me. And I'm sure this draft especially, won't be one to disappoint. I mean, you've got names like Rollins, Cena, Ambrose, Reigns, Styles, and so many more talented superstars on the roster now. This could also mean that the draft will also help superstars such as Ziggler, Corbin, mid-carders get back up there, back up to like the top card, like main eventing. So anyway, I'm going off topic here. So GM mode. There's sort of a GM mode in 2K16 and 15, I believe, as well. I haven't played 15, so I don't know what was in there and what wasn't. But obviously Universe mode is sort of like GM mode. But everyone who's played the old SmackDown vs Raw games, whether it be on the PlayStation or the Xbox, will know that GM mode was one of the best modes on the game. Especially when it came to making a new GM mode and having to choose who you want on your roster against the computer or against another player. You could get the top superstar and they'll get the second best. So you got to also think about which rivalries you want to have and which rivalries would help the show get more ratings. So that's what it was all about in that one, really. I mean, don't get me wrong, I do enjoy Universe mode, but I choose between Universe mode or GM mode in 2K17. I'd personally go with GM mode, definitely 100, well not even 100%, like 1000%. Ever since it was in SmackDown vs Raw 2006, which was the first wrestling game I ever bought, I loved GM mode. I couldn't stop playing GM mode. That was one of the best modes ever, and I reckon it will be when in future WWE games. I reckon GM mode will be one mode that people want back ASAP. Another feature that was missed out on 2K16 next gen console, so the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4 didn't get this, however Xbox 360 and PS3 did, was Backstage Bros. Now, I don't know about you guys, I can remember playing these Backstage Bros and I believe it was SmackDown Here Comes the Pain, where you can ride around on a motorbike and there was another vehicle that you can drive. I can't remember what it was, but there was a motorbike or something else, and I could play it. That was another mode I could play for hours on end. That and GM mode were the two modes that I could just play and play and play and not get tired of. Especially SmackDown vs Raw here. SmackDown vs Raw, what an idiot. SmackDown Here Comes the Pain which is one of the best wrestling games around at the moment. I can't remember how old I was at the time when I played it, but that was about let me think, about 11, I think. I'm not sure. Yeah, let's go with 11. But my tiny little 11-year-old mind was just out of control when it came to these Backstage Bros. I just couldn't do anything else. I was so focused on running people over with that motorbike. Sounds like I was playing GTA. No, I wasn't. However, another thing I love to see, this isn't a mode, or this isn't anything like GM mode, or they need to add in a bunch more stuff for the creation suite. Now, like I said before in the video, I didn't play 2K15 and I didn't play 2K14, but they need to add back in create a finisher and create a story. The last create a story I played was not 2K13. What is it? Is it just 13? WWE 13? Yeah. That was one of my favourite bits of the creation suite. However, you did get 500 matches you could only do, but the list was endless. So when you had to choose a promo, it could go on and on and on, and you'd never run out of ideas to do. That was what I loved about Create a Story. Linking in with Create a Story, this thought just came into my head. How cool would it be if you could type what you want your superstar to say? Because if you go back and play, and your superstar doesn't say anything, if you look at the promos in this Create a Story, they don't say anything. Their mouth stays shut, but it's the game's thinking that they said something, which obviously they didn't. So how cool would it be to type out what you want your superstar to say? Oh man, just the thought of it is just insane. It blows my mind. But the problem with this is I could see people abusing this, such as let's take Reigns for an example. I know a lot of people hate Reigns. There could be offensive language thrown, typed out to him. So if they did this in the future, they probably won't do it for 2K17, but in future games they might be able to do it. So if they did this, they'd need to make restrictions on types of language that, you can't swear, you can't be racist or anything like these. They need to ban all that sort of language if they want to get this mode, or not this mode, this feature, if you will, to work properly. Along with these are all can't speak. Those are all the major things that I want to see return in this game. There are small things also that could be added in. I mean, they're not going to be as big as adding in GM mode and create a finisher, create a story, all that. There won't be anything big as that. But adding in members of the roster, such as Kurt Angle, obviously he's not contracted anywhere anymore. He left TNA. So just adding him in the game would get so many people to buy it, because you got Goldberg, which is obviously the pre-order bonus, and if you add Kurt Angle in as well, that'd be insane. I'm glad they added Goldberg in to the pre-order bonus. So I mean, there's a lot of good ones on community creations as well, but they've actually put Goldberg in, which I think is really cool. What else is there? I can't actually think of anything at the moment. Obviously, if I think of anything, I'll make an updated video in the future. I'm going to write down all my ideas. If I come up with a bunch, I'll make another video. If not, well, I probably will make another video about it. So anyway guys, that's my opinion on what I want to return to WWE 2K17. If you don't know, that comes out this October, so October 2016. Don't know about you guys, but I've placed my pre-order for it. And I'm guessing a lot of you have. If you have any ideas about what you want in the game, so what you want to return from previous wrestling games, be sure to leave a comment down below, along with leaving a like, as it really helps me out and allows me to make better videos for the future. Also, don't forget to subscribe, because I can't miss that out, because I'm one of these people. And I'll see you all next video. Peace out.